Before we go too deeply into what bioplastics are and what we can do, we need to really see what we can do with bioplastics in the future. But before we go there, we have to talk a little bit about who are Amesol or what is Amesol. We've been working for 28 years within the food industry and 13 years in packaging. I would say we're not a manufacturer or producer of the material, but we're working with innovative packaging all over the world with different manufacturers in order to help the clients, the customers, end users, the brand owners to find the correct material and correct packaging for the purpose they need it. That's why it's so important for us to be as a part of the end loop when it comes to packaging, helping the clients with the total solution, helping them develop the market, and that's what we try to do. I try to speed this up a little bit because I can go on speaking for many hours, but I will try to keep it very short this time. What we say the key values of our business is, of course, sustainable solutions. But the question is, what do you think about sustainability? What does sustainability mean to you? We have so many different answers to that question, so we can go very deep into this, but sustainability is something that we really need to focus on all over the world, to be honest. Total solution. A lot of the times when all the manufacturers and producers are trying to develop something, you would need to look at the total solution when it comes from packaging, when it comes to the machineries, to the food waste, regulations, and whatever we can do. As we said, also minimizing food waste. That is one of the key issues when it comes to packaging, because there is a purpose with packaging. The packaging is there to prevent the products to go bad. Prolonging the shelf life, that is what we need the packaging sometimes. On a lot of times when you have the shelf life for the products, you can never lose the benefit of the packaging in order to have a shorter shelf life, or you make it better. Innovative, that is something we're really driving for. How can we develop the market to innovative solutions, and also hand in hand with the regulation and laws? We have to follow the EU directives, we have to follow the laws all over the world, Scandinavian laws, but there are some differences between the different countries, so we really have to focus on how can we do so we can get a broader perspective of it. Where are we today? Where are we tomorrow? And how is it in the future? We know by the laws and regulations that we have to follow some steps tomorrow, and also by the year 2021 we have the single-use plastics, for example. We have different regulations by 2022, 2030, and all of these aspects we really need to focus on and be brave to look in the future. One of the things we're trying to promote now is biodegradable and compostable smooth vacuum bags with a high barrier function. And the reason I'm showing just this case is that this has been a topic that has been so far not commercially finalized, but now we have the solution without the EVOH, for example. A lot of times you have to look at different combinations of materials to get the high barrier function. And if you have, for example, the EVOH, a lot of times you need to have maximum 5% of the total packaging, otherwise you can't recycle it. But that differs from country to country, and that is why this one is so, it is a very good solution, because you have the barrier function, but still it is a biodegradable and compostable bag. But I would like to prefer to say it's a fossil-free bag. As we said before, and Johanna said, we have these industrial compostable plants. We don't have that all over, but what is important that we look at the fossil-free material. And as we also said, it's better for the environment if you look at the circular economic, you look at the carbon footprint, 100% compostable, biodegradable, or plastic-free. It all depends on what you look at the aspects of it, because different countries have different solutions. With the landfill example we talked about before, in Scandinavia we don't have that much landfill, for example, as we have in the EU or in UK. And it's very important that we have the third-party laboratory to have this EN 13432, so we can guarantee that it is a biodegradable film. The advantage is also with a high barrier against moisture and oxygen. How can we use it then? if we try to develop this product, we need to make sure that we can use it in the same way as the standard vacuum bags. Of course, there are some hurdles that we need to take care of. For example, if you have big meat with the bones, you have to have a thicker material. But normally you have the freezer, you can use it in bain-marie, or as we say in Sweden, vattenbad. You can use it in a steam oven, refrigerator. As you can see here, you can use it in down to -25 degrees or maximum 85 degrees for 24 hours. We know that you also can use it in 100 degrees bain-marie for 1 hour without losing the benefit of it. Composition of the film is quite easy, or easy. It is biodegradable full contact material, laminated to biopolymer with a barrier effect. And that is all there is to it. There are no EVOH, no plastic or anything. So it's quite unique in that way that the whole packaging is compostable or biodegradable. But as this is a brand new product, the exact components are still confidential, but it is a mix between cellulose from sustainable wood pulp with the lignocellulosic laminated to biodegradable weldable film. And of course, with all the certificates, we need to have that, and also with the food approval certificate. Otherwise, we cannot use it for the food industry. Also complies with the EN 13432. It comes in different kinds of thicknesses and gauges, but as you can see, the work has been done already, so you can have the 100% compostable in domestic and commercial environments. You will always have to be very careful when you talk about compostable, because if you tell all the end consumers it is compostable, you can throw it in the wood, then you're on a wrong term. So you have to say the compostable in domestic and commercial environments. But the most important is fossil free. How can you use it? Chicken, fish, etc. As I said before, with the food approval certificate, you can use it for more or less all food that is needed for this. Always use the trial and error before you do something with it, but chicken, fish, etc. you can do it. And all the different standard sizes are available for this. And if someone has a specific demand, of course, we can promote with another different size of it and different packaging. But this is to follow the market in this area. You have to adjust it to what are the standard sizes in EU. That was a very, very fast introduction of this material, but as we said, we have a limited time. But I would be happy to speak a little bit more about this later on, and if you have any questions, just feel free to contact me and we can discuss even further. So thank you very much.